Hi everybody, it is Tuesday, June 6th. Yeah, I uploaded the video from my trip and I haven't really done anything. Yeah, I've just been like, we got in on Friday morning at 8:30 after a 12-hour bus ride, and so I was exhausted all Friday. I was gonna go for a run, but then I was just too tired. I decided I would keep it as a rest day only. I was thinking of going for a run on Saturday, but it just didn't work out. Sunday, I can't remember why I didn't. And then, oh yeah, Sunday, a friend came into town on Saturday, and so we made plans to go swimming and play with the kids. So we went swimming, and so that was active and fun. Yesterday, there was a barbecue with my daughter's school, preschool, and here I am today. So I'm going to run Tuesday and Thursday, and then the race is on Saturday. I don't want to overdo it this week. I also want to make sure I get in at least 2 good runs, but not something crazy. I'm not going to do a long run at all this week. The race is at 8 in the morning, and I don't want to do a run that long fasted. So what I've actually decided is I'm going to wake up at about 6:30 and drink a Shakeology smoothie. So it'll be one of my normal ones with the almond milk, a packet, and some sort of frozen fruit. And I want to make sure I give myself enough time to digest that so that I don't run into any cramps as I'm running. Also, give me enough time to go to the bathroom before the race, because when you're running I'm going to be going for about an hour and a half. If I come in at under an hour and a half for the whole race, I'll be really happy with that. And if I'm at an hour and a half, well then cool as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the race. I pick up my race kit Friday afternoon sometime. So what I did is, when you register early enough, you get not only your bib, but you also get a race t-shirt that you were able to purchase. So I made sure I purchased the race t-shirt. Then you get like a swag bag of stuff from whatever sponsors are sponsoring the event. And so this is a fundraiser for, what is it? Flin Flon Parents for French. It's for the French immersion program at the school where the race actually starts. So today I'm going for a run. I don't know how long I'm going to run. I'll try to get 5K, but at the same time, this gym only has 1 treadmill. You don't want to hog the treadmill. I want to be respectful. And yeah, so I'm just going to go for a good workout and have fun. I got my water bottle. Oh, yeah. So while I was out of town in Winnipeg, there's a store called The Running Room. And I think it's only a Canadian store, The Running Room. But it is obviously a running store. So I went and I got my feet assessed and whatnot. And I'll get more to that later, but I bought running shoes! I'm so stoked. These are shoes that I've been kind of like, just whenever I buy running magazines and I see all the shoe reviews and all the different brands and everything, those are shoes like you dream about. You're like, oh, one day I wish I could have like a proper pair of whatever. These are Mizuno's Wave Inspire 12s. They are stability shoes. So what I learned when I got my feet assessed is I actually have arches that are starting to fall. I don't have flat feet, but I do have less than arched arches. So these shoes, same with my Nike shoes, which have the stability bar, that turns out that's what that's for. It has a stabilizer to support my arches. It's not completely like forcing my arch to be whatever, but it does support them. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying these today. I'm not going to be wearing them for the race because I'm only going to get 2 runs in before the race, and you never want to wear new shoes on a race day or anything. So I'm going to go for an easy run today with these. You don't want to also use new shoes on a long run for the first time. I don't want to end up getting crazy blisters the week before the race. So yeah, I'm really looking forward. They're so pretty. I love them. And yeah, I'm gonna go do my workout now. Yeah, so it was a good run. Did 3 miles. The only problem was at 1.7 miles, I accidentally pulled out the emergency stop cord, which, you know, it worked out because I kind of had to go to the bathroom, and I'd literally been like holding off saying, okay, next point one, next point one, next point one. And I went from 1.4 miles to 1.7 miles saying next point one. And then that happened. I was like, it's a sign, I should really go before, you know, who knows what happens. Not that I would like have an accident, but you don't want to wait to the last minute. And it's a good thing, because as soon as I left the gym, I was just drenched in sweat. And pulling off any sweaty article of clothing when you're already sweaty is horrible. Nice, you're welcome for the imagery. But yeah, so I went to the gym, did my business, went to the bathroom, went back to the gym, and then I finished another 1.3 miles to just like round it out. Yeah, I was just going to do 0.8 to do 2.5 miles, but I decided, like, it's so close. Well, not so close. It's an extra half mile, but yeah, like half a mile. So I went the extra half a mile and I did 3 miles. So that was good. I had a good average. I think my run on Tuesday, I'm going to do with my normal shoes, because I don't want to risk accidentally like getting bad blisters 2 days before the race. I just wanted to like test out the shoes today and have a good like easy workout. What I did for my run, turn around, sit down inside. For the first part, I did the same intervals I did when I was in Ontario. Is I did 0.15 at 4 miles an hour, and then rounded up to a quarter mile, so that'd be another 0.1 at 4.5 miles an hour. And I just did those quarter mile intervals straight up until the 0.17 where I accidentally kicked off. I changed it up in the second half of my run, where instead I did 0.1 at 4 miles an hour, or no, 0.05 at 4 miles an hour, and then the next 0.05, so it's 0.1 of a mile, at 4.5 miles an hour. I'll put like a little like thing underneath, a caption to try to explain it, but basically I did 0.1 mile intervals, and half of that was at 4 miles an hour, and the other half of that was at 4.5 miles an hour. Basically, I'm trying to work up to where I can run 4.5 miles an hour comfortably. And then once I get that comfortable, I'll do 5 miles an hour comfortably, and just keep increasing like that. Because then, even then, I find that jumping a whole mile is still a little much to try to maintain in the long run. And I'm building my endurance easier with the half mile increases in the intervals. So yeah, it's fun. I'm noticing that splitting my intervals into distances instead of time frames, where I go 30 minutes at one speed, and or 30 seconds at one speed, and then 30 seconds at a different speed, that is a little more tiring. And I think by doing distances instead of time, that adds just a little more of a rest period, because obviously it's going to take me longer to run 0.1 of a mile at 4 miles an hour than it is at 4.5 miles an hour. And that little bit extra break is enough to refresh me for the 4.5 mile hour mini burst. And I find that's really helping my endurance, and I like it. It makes the time pass faster, where I'm not paying attention to how long I've been running, and I've only been focusing on the distance. And it's an interesting mind game that really works for me. You got to figure out what works if you're going to be running, because it can be very long, boring, and tedious, unless you're the kind of person that can just let your mind wander, which is another reason why I like running, is because when I'm running, I end up doing like math problems and budgeting, and just like every day, this is what I need to do, so how do I accomplish that, like thoughts. And before I know it, my run is finished, and I may have some things solved or planned for my week or day. So yes, I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna go eat, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Hi, it's Thursday. So today was my first day back at work after vacation. I work tomorrow, and then the race is Saturday. So today I'm at the gym. I'm going for a quick run. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I did bring my new shoes because I forgot I wasn't going to wear them today, but oh well. I'm not doing anything crazy anyways, because I don't want to risk hurting anything this close to the race. tomorrow I have an appointment with a dietitian. I have IBS. If you don't know what that is, it's irritable bowel syndrome. It's as fun as it sounds. Basically, my insides get very upset whenever I experience stress. My stomach just revolts instantly, and it's very can be very painful, very uncomfortable. And a lot of it is symptom management with diet and stress management and whatnot. And so I want to talk to the dietitian to see if she has any tips or tricks, anything that she knows about stuff I should avoid, stuff I can try to keep comfortable normal as far as my my inner system. So yeah, if there are things that I can avoid, then I would like to learn what they are and see if they actually help in the future. I'm gonna go for my run. The race is on Saturday morning, and yeah, I got a new shirt, and I'll show it to you once I get inside. I really like it. Actually, let me see if I can. There we go. Forget skinny. I'm training to be a badass, which is true. Today at work, 2 people in wheelchairs came in to eat, but there is this little bar that kind of got in the way in front of the one lady's wheelchair. So I actually had to lift up the front part of her wheelchair while the person behind her stabilized it and lift her over. And I felt pretty badass that I actually lift up 2 wheelchairs, because I did it with her wheelchair and I did it with the next lady's wheelchair, while their friends also like helped from the back and everything. So yeah, working out helps. Not just to make you healthy, but it's practical in case, you know, you gotta lift up people in wheelchairs. I'm gonna get inside. 11:48 p.m. And this is the night sky. The sun has finally dipped under the horizon, and there's the moon. It doesn't want to focus. But yeah. And this isn't even the latest that the sun will go down. All right, so the meeting went really well. I got a lot of really good information. We went over a lot of stuff that I should be aware of, foods that I didn't really think about that could either help me or hurt me, and just tips and tricks to try to keep everything under control. It was really good. She recommended that I eat either salmon or tuna twice a week, because that'll really help with inflammation, and nuts at least 3 times a week, 3 or 4 times a week. So that's really easy to implement, because I have a lot of little 1-ounce containers, and all I have to do is fill up 3 of those and grab them whenever I remember. Same with salmon and tuna. That's a tuna sandwich for lunch. How many times a week? Twice a week, once a week. Salmon. I love salmon. So yes, I am really happy with how that went. She also talked with her about how I'm doing the intermittent fasting, and so she's not entirely for it. She's not entirely against it. She understands that I'm using it as a tool, and she also gave me some advice on how to, when I'm ready, because I told her this isn't a long-term thing, but she gave me some advice on to, when I'm ready to transition away from intermittent fasting, what to do, and also how right now it works, because ideally you should eat 2 hours after you wake up, and I usually wake up around 10 because my daughter doesn't have school in the morning. She goes in the afternoon, and if I were in a family that we woke up at 7 a.m., I don't think this would work for me, because that would mean I would stop eating at 7, 8, 9, like at around 6 p.m. or something, and that's just way too early. No, it's not when we have late supper all the time and whatnot. This works right now. So once family schedules start changing, then I'll have to reevaluate my the way I eat. Right now, that's not necessary, and she gave me a lot of good advice on everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm supposed to go out for supper with my family a bit later, and then I go pick up my race kit, because the race is tomorrow. All right, I'm at the school. Gotta find the room to pick up the kit, and I think I'm going the right way. Hi, the fun run room. Is it that way?
Yes, I think it is.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see a sign.
All right. There we go. This is the direction I had to go last year. So yeah. Where am I going? No idea. Found it. I got my bag, I got my shirt, I got my bib. So I will take a little clip of everything laid out later and show you all the free stuff I got in the bag later. I'm going out for supper with my family now. All right, the race is tomorrow. I have to make sure I get to bed at a reasonable time tonight. It is 7:18, so I'm probably going to be up for a couple hours. I'm going to try to go down at 10, and we'll see how well that goes. But yes, the stuff that came in the bag was a lanyard from the local radio station, 1029 CFAR. Let's see, what's this? A pen from Wings Over Kissing, which is a plane company. Last year they gave out water bottles, so it wouldn't make sense to give out water bottles 2 years in a row. Free drink of your choice from the local coffee shop, which is like a specialty whatnot. A free ice cream, so this will go to my daughter, from one of the burger joints. This is cool. A free gym drop-in or class drop-in to the gym uptown, and there are a lot of classes I've been kind of interested in, so that'll be cool. $1 off of panini at Subway. And then I got my race bib and a Cliff Bar chocolate chip, which I've had before and they're really good. I've heard the coconut is really good. And then finally, let's get you try to don't fall, the race t-shirt, which I already tried on, and it's a little loose, so there we go. Jamaica, I love running. Canadian Parents for French fundraiser. And then all the sponsors on the back of the shirt. I tried it on. I'm very happy with it. It's loose. It's a tech shirt, so it's supposed to be one of those shirts that are really good at like wicking sweat and whatnot. So and then my bib number will go right there. So yeah, this is the last of this. I gotta edit this, upload it, and tomorrow starts at 6:30 a.m. when I wake up to have a Shakeology with like fruit and berries and whatnot, so that I have energy and something in my stomach for the race, but an hour and a half ahead of time so that I have plenty of time to digest. So that'll be fun. I'm basically going to get up, drink that, try to go back to sleep for another hour-ish. I don't know. I have to be at the school where the race starts. The race starts at 8, so they say be there by 1:45, because there are announcements and whatnot. And then I'm gonna try to leave the house at a little after 7:30. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like more. Tune in for the next video, and you will see. Hopefully I'll try to get a good amount of footage from the race, and I'll let you know how I did and everything that went on. And yeah, have a good weekend. Bye.